that where we live? People say because of waves and tides we live on a ball. But what if we live on some sort of electromagnetic torus? And at the center is, yes, some kind of vortex. And if you had to cut this giant, lay it on its side. Oh look, there's an Africa. That's what they say. We're on the outside, but actually cut it through here, flip it open on its side. That's where we live. You can see Brighton. And here's one of those tooth drops right in plain sight. That's South America up there. I think so, that's South America. It's all nonsense. It doesn't make sense. It's all level. Gets stirred up a little bit. This is just a little bit of stirring up on an ocean the size of ours. This is just like gently bumping your glass. A tiny little bit of movement on the rim, up and down on the side of the glass, but nothing more. Always returning to a level body of water. So it's not hard. I'm going to try and find some activism today.
Oh right, sorry.
That's all right.
What's
my name is Dave.
Oh, Shemai Dave.
Shemai. Hi, I'm just filming for my YouTube channel. I go around asking people around the country, asking people if they can prove they live on a spinning ball.
About flat, I know about the disc world.
Okay.
You know
Yeah. Terry Pratchett's disc world. Yeah, but I think there's some truth in it, some of that, you know.
Terry Pratchett's disc world.
Yeah, I think that this might be an electromagnetic world that we're living in, actually, and not this rock floating in space, but more an electromagnetic.
I mean, I could check that you could probably be more into, you know, sort of giant turtle with a sort of resting on four elephants' backs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's loads that we don't know. There's plenty that I don't claim to know. But I'm more certain that we can't be living on a spinning ball, because balls won't hold, no shape will hold a water to the outside. Water must be contained. That's the natural physics of water, and water is always level when it's at rest. So if we've got water level and we're 70% earth water, is it possible that they faked the whole of NASA, the moon landings, or even evolution, to make us believe that we're some kind of monkey experiment gone right, when in fact we might be the center of creation, and that the whole business of God is actually being destroyed by this idea that we're... I believe in God, of course.
Oh, right.
But the idea of it, if you believe in evolution, then you can't really believe in a God, because a God doesn't throw an explosion into a scrapyard and say, oh, let me hope a car comes out the other side. That's not how it works. This has been designed. We've been designed. We are central to this design on a flat Earth, in a heliocentric cosmology. We're just random in space. So we're right at the center of creation. This is what I'm saying, and we should know that. We should hold that sovereignty dear to us and not give it away so cheaply to the authorities that would lord it above us. So that's what I say, and I think what we've done is we've gone, gosh, we can't know, like they used to say with the preachers. Oh, the preachers know. They all tell us what to think. Now we give it to the scientists and let them tell us how to think we came about and what the purpose is of our life. And I used to think for most of my life, 45 years, I thought there was no purpose. I asked my mother at 6 years old, and she couldn't satisfy me that there was a purpose. But now I see it. We are actually the emissaries of the Creator. We are the fractal of God, and we are meant to have a divine experience here, not one where we're the slave. Absolutely, brother.
Yeah. Well, I'm into the spiral. I'm more into the
Fibonacci type.
Spiral energy. I'm into the spiral energy, and I mean, I'm sure you know where you are.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis which town you're in.
You're Brighton, yeah.
You obviously don't know what planet you're on, but you do know which town.
Yeah, I'm on a plane.
And what's this town? Where's this town?
Well, we talk about electromagnetic ley lines.
It's Brighthelmstone.
Okay.
Yeah?
Brighthelmstone.
Brighthelmstone.
Okay.
Brighthelmstone. bright Helmstone.
Okay.
And you was talking, then you made up some little whatchamacallit, ley lines?
Yeah.
What's a ley line, man?
Well, you know, if you took
What's a ley line?
I'll explain to you now. If this is an electromagnetic torus, as we suspect, then and a tortoise is hiding the word Taurus within it. So if this is an electromagnetic torus, then we are perhaps like an orange cut through horizontally and open it up. We are dwelling on the inside of that, and the rind of that is the Antarctic ice ring, or an ice ring that we can't, an area that we can't travel to or through, where the electromagnetic nature of things breaks down such that these three-dimensional bodies that we're in cannot traverse them. That's what I suggest to you, but I don't know absolutely. I'm just offering this is where my research has taken me, from a materialist, believer in Darwin, believer in Big Bang, believer in neutrons or electrons going around an atom and all this sort of stuff. I believed all of that.
Sorry, can I think this is the best place to get the place.
What do you mean? You called up the taxi and told them to come here?
I know, they're not here. And I've seen
That's so you could talk to me. I've enjoyed this conversation. I won't take any more of your time, but I just want you to open your mind to the idea that we've been deceived about who we are and what we are. And it starts with they've got even us believing in a ball that spins in space. And the second law of thermodynamics says balls won't, a vacuum and a non-vacuum must be contained, must be separated by a physical barrier. That's the truth, not some, gravity, eventually the oxygen thins out. And so your taxi's here? Anyway, so this is me in Brighton, and I'm just going around talking to people, opening people's minds to the possibility that the entirety of our education, the entirety of our organisation around us is a deception.
What you may think that what you're spreading and talking about is far out, man. But
thanks.
Well, you might think that.
Thanks.
But let me assure you, the reality is a lot further out than you're anywhere near, man.
Take your best shot.
You're not even near the heart of space. You're not even near the heart of space. You can't even touch on what is the meaning of Helmstone. It's a very bright stone. You're at a real strong, really strong energy thing.
Well, that's interesting, and I'll look into it a bit more. So thanks to the Bright Helmstead. Helmstone.
Stone. It's a stone. It's a bright Helmstone.
Lovely to talk to you. Good luck, brother. All the best. Thank you for your time. There you go, friends. I'm going to go live now, I think. No, I'll give it a little while. Now, having a little flyer in my hand is extremely helpful. And I'm still carrying a few of these from the Globe Light Tour. I think this app is pretty handy as an educational tool. Let's see. Excuse me, sir. Can I give you some information? Okay, yeah. We've been lied to about who we are and where we live. We think that our entirety of our reality has been faked in order to hide God, and that you might be the center of creation.
I'm so sorry.
You don't speak English?
Yeah, I do, but...
Yeah. Okay, well, just look into flat Earth. Look into the fact that we don't live on a globe. We can't prove, there's no science experiment that I can find that proves we live on a globe.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, brother. Have a good life. I like the name of your shop. Can I give you some information? Have you heard of this before?
I have heard this before.
And have you debated it with friends?
I have.
Where are you at?
I mean, I like the idea.
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Do you mind if I do? I have a little
I do
YouTube
mind,
channel.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not into that.
Okay, that's fine.
But
I'll